But it's time to go back and talk to Merv Burd, who has been our guest this morning, and find out what has caught his interest in the news. Back with us, author and street pastor. You see, you've got a great way to introduce yourself now, Mervyn.
Thank you, Rick, and welcome back to Tiverton again, too.
Well, it's great to be there, and of course, all the way across Devon. So what has caught your eye in this week's news?
Yes, indeed, and perhaps not the normal run of things that one would perhaps expect, but I want to take us back to Lot 319A and an auction that's taken place this week on BBC Radio Devon's Breakfast with Gordon on Thursday morning. This story was heard much. An auction of a book that went under the hammer. It was the autobiography of Sir Alf Ramsey.
Wow.
A player, he represented the England national team and captained the side. But he is best known, isn't he, for his time as England manager from 1963 to 74, which included, of course, guiding the England team to victory in the 1966 World Cup final. And, of course, he was knighted in 1967 in recognition of the World Cup win itself. Sir Alf Ramsey's book, Talking Football, went under the hammer on this last Thursday, but a book with an amazing difference. It had been signed, autographed by all the 1966 England World Cup team. Having seen the photograph, they're all there on one page. A very rare lot that had been very kindly donated. All the money raised was being donated to Children's Hospice Southwest, who care in a special way for more than 500 families, and also with the RNLI as well, which again speaks for itself. What a wonderful gesture through the donation for these wonderful causes. Bearing in mind there are only 3 survivors of the 1966 team. Roger Hunt, as we know, who passed away recently. It was on Friday's breakfast show we heard Gordon was telling us of the amazing achievement with interviews. A listener to BBC Radio Devon the previous day from the Sidmouth area who bid for the book at the auction paid £1,350. What an achievement. What an outcome for the charities. In all that's going on around us, and how good it is to hear firstly of the giving freely, the donation of the book. Secondly, the giving of the money raised to charity. So good. Not unlike the London Marathon today, money's being raised for deserving charities. You see, it's not the amount that matters, Rick, is it? But it's the meaning behind the donation. It proves that all has gone on around us in these last many months. Even this week, there are those who are more than interested in giving instead of taking, keen on providing for others instead of self. When we look, watch and listen, yes, there's still a lot of good things going on in the world, even close to here in the BBC Radio Devon area.
Thank you very much, Mervyn. And it is always inspiring, isn't it, when you hear people like people we've had on the show today, where you realise actually, because you hear so much, and it's just the way the news cycle works, isn't it? You hear so much bad news.
It's such everyone you've had on this morning too. Very encouraging.
Yeah, it's just so nice. Mervyn, thank you very much for your time this morning. Best of luck. I know you've got a busy day ahead of you, but as Mervyn said earlier on, if you want to get a signed copy of his book, where is it again? It's this Friday, isn't it?
It's this Friday from 10:30 onwards in Lighthouse, Christian Books and shop, a coffee shop. They're in Bampton Street, Tiverton. I'll be there and look to meet listeners of Radio Devon too.
Fantastic. Merv Burd there, street pastor and author, and obviously with us this morning. Thank you very much, Mervyn. Time now, it's 2 minutes to 8 o'clock.
From the BBC Sounds